Please join me in Gassho. Shakyamuni and Amida are our father and our mother, full of love and compassion for us. Guiding us through various skillful means, they bring us to awaken the supreme Shinjin. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Good morning. Oh, there's more people than when I went. Happy Mother's Day to all of you who are mothers or fathers. Anybody who's done mother things, an aunt, a grandmother. You've all mothered people, so. Maybe even a big sister or something, so I think I've used the Runaway Bunny before a while back, but it's such a classic for this time of year, and it's just a lovely book, and I really enjoy revisiting it, and I hope you do too. And I know it seems maybe not for older kids, but you know, like I said, sometimes when you're a teenager, you want to run away too. Sometimes. And as an adult, you want to run away too sometimes. It's just a lovely sentiment. And for me, this book seems like it has a wonderful parallel to the Bodhisattva vows. Whatever may be required of Mama Bunny to take care of little Bunny, she vows to do it, no matter how outrageous it is. And we don't know why little Bunny wants to run away. It doesn't really tell us. Perhaps it's the nature of young bunnies to test their boundaries and assert their egos. Maybe he doesn't like carrots. Perhaps he wants to be reassured that he'll be protected from his own bad choices by someone wiser and more experienced. But whatever he imagines as a way to elude her, his mother can imagine a skillful means to bring him back to safety and security. He is grasped, never to be abandoned. Of course, mothers and fathers can't really turn themselves into the wind or into a tree. But they often do find themselves learning and stretching and becoming people that they had not known that they could be in order to try to meet the needs of a constantly changing and growing child. And it's often not until we become parents ourselves that we begin to imagine the kinds of changes and challenges that our parents must have gone through as they tried to keep us safe and secure. Surely, by the time we were grown, they were not the people they had been when we were first born. And it's, I think, that appreciation that we can all do today, whether our mother is with us still or gone, whether our relationship with them was warm or difficult. Perhaps we can all imagine the struggles that they went through as they tried, and appreciate it at that level. Now, moving to another rather unexpected source of motherly ideals, I was looking around for a story to share for a Mother's Day talk, and I came across a video on YouTube that told about a gorilla mother at the Burger Zoo in Arnhem in the Netherlands. So there's more than Amsterdam in the Netherlands and more than one zoo. In June of 2013, their 20-year-old Western lowland gorilla, Ngela, was expecting a baby. The zoo monitored the gorillas very closely because Western lowland gorillas are extremely endangered in Africa, in their natural habitat. And zoos, sadly, play a really important role in preventing extinction of the species now. The Burger Zoo participates in the European Endangered Species Program, and it has an active and closely monitored breeding program. Every lowland gorilla is precious. Ngela had already successfully given birth and successfully raised 3 babies, so her keepers knew her to be an experienced and an attentive mother. Her medical checkups, which included ultrasounds, and measurements and all the usual things that you'd put an expectant mother through suggested that the pregnancy was progressing well and smoothly for a late July or early August delivery. So her keeper was really surprised when he walked into the gorilla house on the morning of June 13th to find Ngela carefully cleaning up her newborn baby. The keeper ran to get the video camera because they want to understand these animals. They wanted to record and see what does a gorilla mother do. And just capturing it once may be enough. You want all the examples that you can get so you understand, especially since sometimes gorillas need to be hand-raised. He was even more surprised when he returned to find Ngela giving birth to a second baby. There had been no hint that she was carrying twins. But it's not surprising that maybe she gave birth a little early, since she did indeed carry twins. So as this video that I watched explained, twins are very uncommon in gorillas, even less common than they are in human beings. In the wild, it's extremely difficult for a mother gorilla to care for two infants at once. They have to be held constantly for the first few weeks, since they must be kept warm and cannot yet hold on to their mother's fur with enough strength to stay put. The babies spend all their time nursing and sleeping against their mother's chest and belly. And this makes it very, very difficult for the mother to knuckle walk and forage for the large amounts of leaves that she needs to eat to feed two infants. And father gorillas don't participate directly in infant care. I guess they're kind of chauvinists. The job of the large muscular silverbacks, if you can remember what a male gorilla looks like, is to protect the mother and baby from predators and the curiosity of other troop members who might want to grab and hold the babies and might not be experienced at how to take care of a tiny, fragile little infant. So in the wild, mother gorillas are on their own, pretty much, and can't usually manage two babies at once. And most commonly, one or both babies are lost before their first year is out. But fortunately, in a zoo, foraging for food is not much of a task. Plenty of nutritious leaves are provided, and a mother gorilla does not have to knuckle walk far. And actual predators are non-existent. So mostly dad is just walking the perimeters, keeping the younger kids away from the baby, and maybe an older aunt that wants to hold the baby again. And Ngela was an excellent mom. She just simply tucked a baby under each arm while she ate and wrapped one arm around both, as we have here, when she needed to relocate to another area of the enclosure. Both babies, a boy named Nkato and a girl named Nhasa, thrived. I watched some additional footage beyond this one video that was posted by the zoo of this gorilla family in their first year. And it's just kind of no sound, just watching how she interacts with her babies. At first, for the first few weeks, Ngela's care was constant. And it looked like she held the babies on her chest and belly 24/7 for their first few weeks. And I was really impressed by that. Because when I was a new mother, I was able to lay my daughter down frequently in warm, safe places. And my husband shared the childcare duties when he wasn't working. But gorilla social structure and the lack of blankets or bassinets or strollers or car seats meant that her dedication had to be total, and her entire being had to be given up to mothering. The second thing that impressed me was the familiarity of the way she interacted with her babies. If a baby was fussy, she would gently pat its back. Do you all remember doing this who have had babies? She would pat it on its back in just the same way that I would do to my child or my grandchild. She would gently pat and rub their heads. Occasionally, she would touch her lips to their heads or give them a little lick. It was almost a kiss. She would hold a tiny hand or a foot while they slept. The gestures and love and care were familiar and unmistakable. I find it comforting that the essential love and devotion of mothering is so inherent in us that we share it with even our non-human cousins. So there's no dramatic turn or twist to this story. It's kind of a non-story in a way. Diligent, devoted, skilled mother in supportive circumstances successfully rears twins. Critically endangered species is increased by 2 more healthy individuals. Happy ending. As they now approach maturity, the twins have been sent to other zoos so that they will have a chance to mate with partners who are not closely related to them. It's been time for them to go out into the world. In Kato, the male twin was transferred to the zoo in Nanjing, China in February of last year, of 2025. And in Hasa, the female twin was relocated to the Warsaw, Poland Zoo in May of last year. So she's been there a year. And Ngela remains in Burger Zoo in the Netherlands, where her 3 older offspring now, 2 of them have babies of their own, and she's a grandmother. So that's my Mother's Day story. So I wish you all a meaningful Mother's Day as we recognize the profundity of the mother-child relationship, how it sustains us, not only for human beings, not only for you and me and all human beings, but even for gorillas and, in fact, all sentient beings. Shakyamuni and Amida are our father and our mother, full of love and compassion for us. Guiding us through various skillful means, they bring us to awaken the Supreme Shinjin. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Thank you.